Up next on the channel, the I Heart Fall tag. Hello everyone, my name is Misty Nicole. Welcome back to the channel. For everyone that's new and for everyone that's not, thank you so much for tuning in. There were several days that I just could not get on the channel. Things just did not go well and my allergies have been bananas. And I've also been on this thing back here doing about 5 miles a day, so that's something too. Finally have it back in after a few repairs, sitting in the office, and so we are good to go. Today I want to throw together and share with you Today I thought this would be a super fun video. I was recently tagged in for this tag, the I Heart Fall tag, by the wonderful, marvelous Prince of Pink, Mr. Christopher Cupcakes, and I will list his channel below, so definitely check out his original video. And if you would like to do this tag, feel free. He has listed all the questions. I'll do the same in the description bar below. Definitely a fun tag. Super excited that I was tagged, and at the end of the video I'm going to go ahead and tag 3 more people in. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first question is, what is your favorite fall scent? And for me, that is super duper. It is one of my great loves. It is something that I did not smell until I moved to the Deep South. Keep in mind, I grew up in New Jersey and we didn't have this. We had, you know, like candles and things of that sorting that came from Yankee Candle, and you brought them home and you lit them up and everyone was excited. But since moving to the South, there's this smell that people that live in the South, I'm sure you'll know what this is, around mid-October to mid-December, it is just the smell of the last bit of jasmine and honeysuckle mixed with burnt leaves, with the smell of humidity. I don't know exactly what it is, but it smells magnificent. And you can go into a lot of really older towns in the Deep South, particularly New Orleans and Savannah and Charleston, Atlanta, and getting into the really old sections of these towns with old buildings, it's even more pronounced. But definitely where I live in Mississippi, you can go any downtown area and you'll smell this. If you go into residential neighborhoods and people are burning leaves, you will smell it just walking by. It is absolutely phenomenal. Now, in terms of, say, a domestic candle, then I would probably go for either Bath and Body Works Sweater Weather or Yankee Candle's Pumpkin Buttercream Swirl, I think, Pumpkin Buttercream Swirl. I have 2 of each of those in my cabinet and I'm waiting because it is still almost 90 degrees and it's mid-October and it is absolutely ridiculous, and I refuse to do the majority of my baking or light a lot of candles until that dissipates a little, because I am burning up most days and I refuse to be as slick as a dolphin just because we live under this climate change shenanigans life that we have. The second question is, what is my favorite way to spend a rainy day? And that is curled up in my library reading a book. It's something I've done since I was a child. We always had Papasan chairs, and so I have a pair of Papasan chairs from Pier 1 in my library, and I'm able to look out into my backyard because I have 5 floor-to-ceiling windows, and it's just beautiful to watch the leaves fall, and I'm able to sit with my books and hot tea or coffee, because let's be serious, I drink more coffee than a Gilmore, so it's probably coffee, and I'm a little basic, so it's probably, you already have guessed what fall coffee it is. And so I will pick up a book and I will read and I will enjoy watching the leaves and watching the rain when it is a rainy day in the fall. And in the same vein, question number 3, what is my favorite fall drink? I am #basic, and so I'm gonna go with pumpkin spice latte. Now, I do not live in regular civilization. I am a 3-hour drive from a Target or a Starbucks, and so when I want a pumpkin spice latte, I make them at home, either some kind of makeshift variation with my espresso machine, or most recently I have been making them in the crock pot, and so be on the lookout for that on my food channel, which I will put a link in the description bar below, because in the next 2 weeks that is coming to the channel. And what I love about it is that I can use one of my other coffee makers, the Ninja bar, to make a carafe of coffee, and so I can make multiple servings at one time. It's really cost effective and plant-based and oh so delicious. And I don't know what it is about pumpkin. It's something that you can buy canned throughout the year, but come October, it's just something you have to have. I don't know why. It's just something you just wake up in the morning and you go, pumpkin spice. I don't know, normally this might not be a thing, but for me, I do wake up and crave pumpkin spice lattes, so that's my favorite fall drink. Question number 4 is football, yay or nay? And this one is an interesting one for me because when I grew up, I was not a football fan. In fact, when I lived in South Jersey, I actually went, if anyone remembers him, to Randall Cunningham's local network access show when he was the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, and met him, and my family was friends with their mascot at the time, and so we actually got to go to quite a few games at the stadium growing up. I enjoyed sitting in the VIP section. I enjoyed the free food. Not big on anything else. I've always had a little bit of OCD, and I don't like things that are grungy, and just no. However, as of lately, my husband is a huge New Orleans fan, and so he religiously watches the New Orleans Saints, and I will occasionally watch a game with him. Although I will say, I am still not a fan of some of the grossness of football. Like, there's a particular quarterback on a particular favorite team, and he does this thing where he just licks his hands constantly and then touches other people. And I'm just thinking the whole time, you are the reason that we have cold and flu season. It's really gross and it really should stop. But other than that, I don't mind. I will watch it if he enjoys it. But usually when football's on, it's my time to extricate myself to go do something that I want to do. And so I guess I'm more in the nay than the yay, but hey, if it's on, I might watch it. Question number 5 is, what is my favorite article of clothing? And so for me, it is definitely going to be less a particular article and more a technique. And so I really like layering clothes. I love leggings with, say, tunic tank tops with a plaid shirt on top of that with, say, a long duster sweater or some kind of variation of that, and either with leopard flats or some kind of moto boot or something of that sorting. So I really like the layers where you can have basically 6 to 8 pieces that can make 20 different outfits. That's more my jam, and so I'm more into layers, I guess, than particular items. But who would ever get to wear them? It's hotter than Hades. What in the world? Anybody who doesn't recognize how hot this is, it's just beyond me. I mean, where is the sweater weather? Why do we not have this? Where are the boots? Where is the plaid? Why can't this be our lives? I don't know. But I'm definitely still waiting to be able to pull out any of those layered garments and put them on this season. Question 6 is, do I like haunted houses, haunted hayrides, or haunted corn mazes? I'm going to go with none of the above. I have read nearly every book that Stephen King has ever published, and so for that reason, I will probably not go into any of them. I'm not a fan of people jumping out at me because my first instinct is to pepper spray them, and so it's probably not really conducive for me to go in public and do that. I would prefer to watch my horror in the sanctity of my own home on Netflix, where I can pause it and go again and get a pumpkin spice latte. 7 is, what is the scariest movie you've ever seen? For me, I much prefer the original horror movies. I love The Wolfman and The Mummy and things of that. Now, in terms of just something that's scary, I prefer suspense to gore. I'm not really into that. I'm not really into the modern torture movies. I'm not into supervillains that you kill them and then the next day they come back with an upgraded Shatner mask. Not my jam. What I do like, however, are the old Vincent Price movies. House on Haunted Hill is awesome because there's so much innuendo and so much that could happen, and just being able to have a shadow and a creak and a small xylophone sound is just so much creepier to me because it lets you explore fears that you have and psychological things that you may not even have realized bother you. And so to me, those movies are always going to be scariest because you can superimpose yourself in the movie. Question 8, what is my favorite Halloween candy? And that has got to be candy corn. I absolutely love it. And the only reason I do not have it in the house right now is because I recently created a candy corn syrup to make candy corn lattes, and I drank so many of them that I started craving it, and so I decided that the one bag was enough. And so I will be glad when next season rolls around and I can get some more of it. But just even beyond the eating of candy corn, I like to use it for other things. I like to make wreaths out of them, or to use them as fillers in vase. I've also in the past used them to basically be a filler in a jar and then put a smaller jar inside of it and have like a candle holder of some sorting. And so that's really something nice too. So I love anything that you can eat, you can deconstruct it, you can craft with it, you can buy it at the Dollar Tree. It all works for me. So candy corn is my absolute favorite. Question 9 is, what will you or your family be for Halloween? And in terms of costumes, I normally don't really wear Halloween costumes because I'm usually the one who's stuck at the house passing out candy, and I really just want to curl up under a blanket and watch Hocus Pocus while the trick-or-treaters come. So usually I don't dress up. But this year I've come up with one that I think is super impressive. I'm going to be wearing my I Miss Barack sweatshirt, my pink pussycat hat, and I'm going to go as a hashtag nasty woman. I like it, and I have everything on hand to do it. Number 10, my favorite fall recipe, and that again is something with pumpkin. I love to take pumpkin and add it to Alfredo or brownies or to make lattes. I also love to add it to hummus. It just really adds something extra to it, and it is just delicious. So I would probably say one of those 4 things would be my favorite dish at fall. Question 11 is, what is my favorite thing about fall? Personally, I love the idea that fall lends itself so well to self-care, to being a more grateful, thoughtful, mindful person. I also love that it's just the time of year when things can just calm down. There's less humidity, there's more time with friends and family, there's lots of amazing crafts to do and movies to watch and books to read. And so for me, all of that is part of my self-care routine at home. And so that is what I absolutely love about fall. And so the 12th question is, who do you want to tag yourself to this tag? And I am going to tag in Risa B, Life of K, and Roxanne of The Guy's Life. I will be listing their channels in the description bar below. Also, they are awesome ladies with awesome channels. Definitely check them out. And again, I was tagged by Mr. Christopher Cupcake, so also check out his channel. And so everyone, that is the I Heart Fall tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely be on the lookout for the next 4 days for crafts coming out to the channel and for recipes on my food-based channel. With that said, leave me a comment below and let me know your favorite thing about fall, whether it's food or candles or candy. Definitely want to hear everything going on in your neck of the woods. Also, I would love it if you'd hit that little red subscribe button, turn on notifications so you don't miss any more fabulous videos on the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and as always, please be kind to yourself and to others. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching.